Hi, welcome to Miss Lori's Craft Room. I'm here to do another tutorial on an angel. My wonderful friend Dawn came up with this fabulous idea of, instead of using an ornament or different things for the head, she found these darling little angel heads that you could use instead. So I decided to do another tutorial, and she gave me permission to use her idea. Okay, so what you need today is the file. We're going to do the lace one, the lace angel. There's also a plain angel, and there's also one that has just this scallop angel with this. Okay, and so you can see I ripped their heads off. So I'm going to put different. So you need obviously a body. This is as large. Large, this is 11.5 inches, and you're going to get about with a head about a 10-inch tall angel. Okay, so you need two of the fancy paper. You can use whatever you want. This is the outside paper, and then you need something for the inside, and so you need two insides for arms, two insides, and then if you choose to do a skirt, you need to have one big skirt and two arm skirts. Okay, you need some ink to match. If you want to ink it, you don't have to, obviously. Inks to match the paper. I used this Rub and Buff too, or a gold ink pad would work, is really good. You can use some daubers. You need the score tool, a scoreboard. I use hot glue. You need some doilies, and you need some kind of string to make a hanger. So if you choose, these are kind of big. This is, I don't know if I would hang these from my tree, but if you, and I do recommend though, if you're going to do the lace one, it does need to be a big angel, okay? As big as you can get it, because this is pretty intricate, and I wouldn't want it to, it's not going to cut well small, okay? All right, so you also need to cut a strip that's 2.5 for the largest, 2.5 by 11.5, or you can cut it 12 inches if you cut it just with your paper cutter. In the file, I've included one with these little tiny detail, and then also one with polka dots, but you can just do a plain one too. And then you'll need to print and cut an angel head, and I haven't quite determined the size of the head yet. These are a little smaller. My friend Dawn, I think she said about 3.5 inches wide, but I haven't quite decided yet. So one thing I did was I sprayed my doily gold. My son went and sprayed these gold for me, and then you also need a ribbon for a bow. Okay, so let's get started. So if you want to ink them, obviously you can. I'm not quite sure if I'm real happy with how this went with the gold green I have, so I just used a dauber, and then I just am going in the holes to just catch the edges of all of them. Okay, and then I also did it down here at the bottom. Okay. Oh, another thing you need that I forgot to tell you is you need spray glue for this one. Okay, and you need a box. Okay, so I'm not going to ink all this up because it would take forever. I did the green, and then I don't have my ink pad. My gold ink pad is dead, so I used my Rub and Buff, and I just got some on my finger and caught it everywhere. I've got to get a new ink pad because mine is dead. Okay, so the next thing you would do then is you're going to adhere these to the bases. Okay, so before I glue it though, I'm going to give it a curve, okay? So I'm just going to run my hand carefully, and I'm using kind of my fingernail, and I'm just rubbing it to make it curve. See how it gave it a curve? And I'm just going to do that a couple times to just give it a good curve. Especially right here in the center where this point is, so it doesn't ruin it, okay? And then I'm also going to do it to this. Okay, so then I'm going to put the lace in here, shake up your glue, spray glue, and I'm in a box because obviously spray glue, if you've never used it before, be prepared. It's very sticky and it's a mess. Okay, and so it goes everywhere. So you just spray that real good, and you have it. Ooh, it stinks too really bad. Okay, and so then you put this down, and you just line it up. And this is not repositionable glue, so you have, but it's pretty good. Okay, so then you put it down, and then I turn it over, and I really rub it. Okay, in fact, I usually use my scraper for my Cricut, so I can really get it to it here. Okay, and then so you probably get a little sticky on your hands, but just rub it and it will go off. Okay. Okay, so you would do that with both sleeves and the base. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do then is you're going to adhere, if you're going to use your skirt, which I am, you're going to adhere it. Okay, so put it down right here, and then you're just going to run a bead of glue okay, and then you're going to, I almost did it wrong. Oh, I did it wrong. I did it backwards. Okay. Okay, we're going to let that glue dry. Okay, sorry guys. We'll go on to this. I did it wrong. That was good. Okay, so I'm also going to ink up the skirt. Okay, I had already done it on that one, so I have another one I should have. Sorry guys, I'm just a ding-dong today. Alright, so I'm going to ink up this. And I thought something that would be cool too is if you could run this through your Cuttlebug even and give it some texture. It would look cool. Okay, so you put it with the, I have to think this through. Sorry guys. Alright, so put the sleeve down, run a bit of glue along the edge, then you put your, see, even those of us who are really good at this screw up sometimes. Okay, I know I'm doing that wrong. Okay, so I just got glue everywhere, but I can get rid of that, and I'll show you guys how. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Put this down. Boy, you guys are going to think I'm a ding-a-ling today. Okay, put this down. Put your glue. Sorry, sometimes I forget to think everything through. And then you're just going to center it over how much you want showing for the skirt, okay? See, isn't that cute? Okay. So now I'm just going to roll it a little bit again. You'll be able to see where, okay. Okay, so now let's do our, now we're going to glue everything. We're going to do our See how I'm just rubbing it, rolling it again so it's really rolly? Okay, so I'm going to do a practice. See, you're just making a cone, okay? Okay, so you're just going to run a bead of glue. And you can see that this was a practice one, and I kind of made a little boo-boo there. But I didn't want to waste the paper. So, okay, so you just hold it for a minute until it cools off. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing to this. Okay, so I just practice. See why you practice before you're going to glue so that you don't, okay? That also tells you where to put, you'll be able to see where you're going to put your glue. Okay. See, so I'm going to just lay this down, hold it that way, hold it down on the seam. Okay. And if you get any glue, you can clean it off pretty simply. See? Isn't that beautiful? I really like a good contrast between the base. Kind of fun. Okay, so now, isn't that good? Okay, so now we're going to put on our wings. Okay, our arms. Okay, so we're going to go down about an inch. Oops, sorry, off camera. I'm going to go down about an inch. Now on these arms, you want the lace to show forward, okay? So you need to make sure you place it that way. So you just figure out where you're going to put your glue. So you can see. So you're going to put it about right here. Just put glue all the way down. And then you just put it about an inch down. And you just hold it for a second until it cools off. And it adheres. And you can also just see I'm pushing my finger. I've got my fingers in both. So it's adhering really well. Okay, and then I'd already done this arm. Okay, so just put it glue. And I'm sorry if my camera's like cutting out. I really need to get a new one. For some reason, it's not working very good. Okay. So if you can see on the back of mine, there's a little gap, but this is going to be covered up, so it should be okay. And if for some reason it wasn't, you didn't cover it up, you could just run a piece of nice ribbon back there and make it look. So there's the base, okay? Isn't that cute? Okay, so this is where we'll be able to tell what size head we need. So this is a bit of a larger head, and this is included in the file. And so I'm still not quite sure. So there's a couple other things that we need to do. Another thing we need to do. Okay, so we're going to make an accordion. So this one is one that I cut on the Cricut, and it has the little tiny same decoration as on the angel. And then, so if you want to, you can ink this up too. Or you could even just take the ink pad and just, it depends on, this will make it a harder look. You use a dauber, it makes it softer. Okay. Okay, so then you need your scoreboard. And you're going to score this every 1/4 inch, okay? If you have a scoreboard, if you want to, you can set the score lines on your Cricut, but that takes a long time, and you really don't get a very good score on your Cricut when you do it that way. It doesn't score very good. So you can either use, this is my weed tool, or you can use, it's a stylus, or you can use your bone folder, which comes with this. So you want to press, but you don't want to press too hard, okay? So you're just going to go every 1/4 inch, okay? And just do the whole thing. It's really fast, it's really quick, okay? Then the best way to get it, because this is stiff cardstock, this isn't thin, is I just roll it. So I just bend I just keep going through the whole thing. till I've bent every single crease. Now, going the same way. And then I start you doing every other. Okay, so you're going to make valleys and peaks. And this is small, so it's, you see how you just go like this. And this is how you make those really great accordion flowers, you see? Except for you'd use like 4 or 5 of these. Okay, and I'm not going to bore you to show you to do this whole thing. So you just do the whole thing, and this is what you get. Okay, so now you're going to need a scrap piece of paper, and then, excuse me, I'm having a very dry mouth here. Okay, and so what we're going to do is this is going to go behind the angel's head. Okay. So what we need to do is we want it to fan out. Okay, so just bear with me while I do this. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze the bottoms. And you're going to see accordions are great, but they have a mind of their own. Okay, so I'm just going to... Okay, I'm going to get a clip here. If you if you have a paper clip, or not a paper clip, okay, there. See how I got it? Okay, so this isn't going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, see, I have it in my hand, all folded. Now I'm going to put a bob of glue, and then I'm going to, oh, I hope this doesn't do it. It's going to probably, okay, this is not as hard as I'm making it look, I promise. Okay, so because hot glue takes a few minutes to cool, you have plenty of time to play with this, to get your... And what I probably should have done is, what I'm not doing, is glue half and then do the other half. And I'm sorry, because I really want you guys to know how to do this. Okay, see? So don't do what I did. Do it so that you do half first, glue half, and then fold up, you know, push up the rest. And then I'm just going to hold on to this until it's cool. And then I'm going to show you guys how to get any glue off. And you can see right here, there it kind of broke, so you don't want to push too hard. Okay, so see how that's not glued? I'm just going to put some more glue down. And you're not going to see any of this. So if it's a little messy, it's okay. Okay, see how I'm just pushing it so it's like a half circle? See, it's a half circle. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. I'm just so thankful my friend Dawn thought of this, because it's so adorable. I love it. I love accordions. They can be tricky though. Okay, so we're going to let it cool until it's good. And it's probably stuck, so it's okay. Okay, so now this is done. I'm going to take my ink pad. And you're not going to see much of this, but I still like to ink it, because I like to ink everything. If you've seen my tutorials, you know I like to ink the snot out of everything, because I think it just gives it so much dimension. Okay, and this is going to dry a lot lighter too. Okay, and then, and you can just, what you also could do is just cut a strip, 2.5 by 12, and if you have a nice border punch, you could border punch it. I don't have any punches because I just use my Cricut for everything. Okay, see, so now I got that rub and buff, and you could do this with the ink pad too, is I'm just adding, because this is Christmas, and Christmas is all about gold and silver and red and glitter. Oh, see? You can see that. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's messy on your hands, but that's okay. But I do recommend after rub and buff is wipe your fingers, because you don't want to spread it everywhere else. Okay, so now what we're going to do, right now what we're going to do is, first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach a string to hang it, to hang our angel, okay? Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to make, this is about 12 inches. Okay, and this is just some braiding cord. You can use anything. I'd probably, if I was making these, you know, I'd probably use a prettier ribbon, but this is pretty unobtrusive, so you're not going to see it. So see, sorry. So I'm just going to glue it. Just going to put some glue back here. And I'm going to just try not to burn myself. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing today. You guys are going to think I'm dumb today. Okay. Okay. So that's going to cool. That cools. It will be, and that will end up being behind her head. Okay. So it'll be between her head and between this. Okay. So then what we're going to do, and I guess what I could have also done is glued it to this. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this like this, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to put glue right here. In fact, what I might even do is put another piece of paper right there. I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to cut a piece of paper so it has a good flat surface for gluing. See? You don't have to do that, but I just like that. I think that's good because then you have a little bit flatter surface. And you're not going to see that paper because the head's going to be there. Okay? Let this cool for a second. Okay. So now I'm gonna put glue all the way back here because you really want it to adhere. And then I'm gonna lay it down. Get my string out of the way. And then I'm going to push on the inside. And I'm going to hold it down. Push on the wings too, on the arms. Till it cools down so it will stay. Okay. Oh, it's tilting forward a little bit, so all right. You guys just it completely came off. Oh my goodness gracious! You guys are just gonna think I'm a ding dong. Okay, so let's do this. Let's glue our head on first. I think I need to just go back to bed today. So I'm gonna play with it and see what kind of head I need. What size head? It's hard because I think it's somewhere in between. No, I like the big head. I think the big head's good. Okay, so we're going to glue the big head on there. It's really hot, so we're going to let it cool. And then we're going to try this again. I'm going to get a bigger scrap of paper. I guess I should have tried this before I started filming. All right. Okay. So it looks like I just need to put a little bit of glue on here, and just on the very bottom, and then a bit up here to hold her head. So I'll just do the bottom first. Sorry guys, this is a little awkward to try to do it for the camera. So of course you want to make sure it's centered. This is so cute. And I'll just be more patient this time so that don't mess with it until it's cool. And then I'm just going to put a little bit back here behind her head just to attach it and get this ribbon. See, I'm just going to make sure the ribbon is out of the way. Okay, and so I'm just going to hold that down until it's cooled off. So let's see. So this angel's wingspan is about 4.5 inches. Okay, see how cute that is? She's so cute. Okay, and then because the back is kind of a mess, if you don't care about the back being a mess, you don't have to do this last thing. But I think but I think it's a good idea. It must have been a bigger, it's a bigger doily than I have right here. Okay, so it looks like you need about a 5-inch doily. And I don't have that. So please forgive me. This tutorial has just been hysterical. So you can get a bigger doily, obviously, or you could even cut a scallop circle and put it on the back. Okay, so what I could do though, because I have two, let's do that. Okay, so I have 2 doilies that are gold. So I'm just going to put some, see, I'm just covering up the stuff back here. There! Oh my goodness, she's cute. And I would probably put another one in the center, but I only have 2 that are gold, so we'll leave it. Okay, so now she doesn't have to have a ribbon, because I think she's just cute by herself. But, so this is just a little bit of it's got a kind of not quite wire on it, but any ribbon will work. Okay, so make a loop. And then I make another loop, and then you just tuck one loop, just like you're tying your shoes. And then you just straighten it out. Okay, and then you just take it and see how big you want it. And then you can just cut your little tails at an angle, or you can cut them. Okay, and so just going to put a little dab of glue right there. You're going to put her bow. Okay, isn't she cute? Let's back her up a little bit so you can see her. She's really cute. So let's stand her up so you can see her. Oh, she's so cute. So, and I also, what would be really fun is I would probably give her a shot of glitter spray, because I like glitter. It's for Christmas. So thanks, guys. Thanks for coming to Miss Lori's Craft Room. Bye.